On the note of NICU hats, I've made 2 more! Good morning! Sorry about that. We had a phone call. And it was actually not crap. But while I picked the camera up, we've lost our girls. You know those dogs that have got ripples on them?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like in the camera. But there is in fact 2. Dixie's doing the mouthy thing.
Is that pickle that side, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Albert. Oh, they both just done the same position.
They have.
Oh.
And Albert put her on
Yeah,
the Dixie.
you're both gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, you've warmed up nicely now,
Yeah,
though.
it was nice. You're both gorgeous.
Don't they
girls.
just melt your heart like they do ours?
They both did the same thing.
Yeah. Yawn.
What?
Right. Time for Riverdale. Hi guys. We didn't really vlog yesterday. We just did the little hand challenge, and it's mainly because I'm just feeling really emotional, and I could just really just sit here and cry 24/7, and I don't understand why. Why? I know why, but I don't understand why it's like hitting now. Soph knows I'm struggling a little bit, but I haven't let on for how much I'm really struggling. I mean, we were just watching TV this morning, and I could feel my throat. You know when you're about to cry and you're trying to suppress it? I could feel that happen, and I was just like, I can't do it now. Don't cry right now. We're watching TV. We're having an okay moment. Just let it pass. And I don't know. I'm just not really happy lately, and it kind of boils down to the whole pregnancy stuff. I'm 27, nearly 28, and I had this picture when I was growing up that I would have like multiple kids by the time I was 30. I'd be a nan like 20 years later, and how cool it would be if I got to be a great gran. Then all my illnesses hit, and my dream was just to become a mum. It's just not happening. We've found a sperm donor. We've been looking for ages now, and we think we found someone who's really helpful and gonna be supportive and stick with us. But I just keep worrying that it's not gonna happen, and I know that if we lose weight then it would really help, but it's so hard to lose the weight. Not being able to move, I can't exercise like everybody else can. I know that if I lose weight, then it will increase our chances of having a baby. I think we're both struggling at the moment, because I can tell, because the house is becoming a mess, and it only ever does that when we're both struggling. Why can't it just be easy for us? We've been trying for so long. Literally, like, months after we got together, we just started trying for a baby then, and then we were really skinny, really healthy, and it didn't succeed then, and if it didn't succeed then it's not going to happen now. Just don't get it. There's so many people in the world that just keep popping out kids and they just don't even really care about them. And then there's two people sat here that all we want is to become mums. And the worst thing is my CBN. She keeps going off sick, and she's finally texting. She's back now. I've not seen her since July. She's come back and she didn't even think about messaging me, and it's only because Soph walked into her yesterday at volunteering that I've then got a text today. But it's going to be another 3 weeks before she sees me, and if she goes off sick again, then I'm going to have no support again, and all this emotion is just building up. And even though it's not being successful with, we do get donations for having a baby, because we're overweight, we can't get help from the NHS. We were just like a few stone over the limit last time we went to the NHS, and they refused us then. I wish we could buy the medication over the counter in the pharmacy or online somewhere that will just help. Life really does suck at some points. We've been trying for years to have the baby with me because we're worried that I wouldn't be able to carry in, say, 5 years' time. But each year that passes is that extra burden, worry of when's too late for me to try because of my health. At the moment, my doctors are in support of it, but I don't know. Let's go sort my face out before Soph gets home. So we'll see you later.
that hurts. Ow. Are you recording?
Yep.
Okay, I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Hello. Soph posted my parcels.
I didn't, I lied, I threw them away.
It's not me that will be upset, but 33 people.
33 people.
Yep. Because in one of those parcels there's 30 NICU hats.
Oh yeah.
So I hope you didn't.
Well, you're never gonna know.
On the note of NICU hats, I've made 2 more. I've made this one, which the pom-pom is really cute. Look.
Cute.
The colours are beautiful. And then I combined the grey that Soph picked at Poundland with the peachy sort of pastel colour and came up with this.
I just wonder how you got that colour.
Yeah, I did the two together. And then I did the pom-pom where I mixed the two together as well. Yep, it makes the yarn quite thick and chunky and it really hurts my hands, but the execution of it is just, I really love it. Personally. I'm having a few issues with the grey yarn because it's another Poundland yarn. Sometimes you find with Poundland yarn that they have no care for how well they spin it into a ball, and this one literally, I've done that one hat, that's my first lot with that yarn, and I think I had about 10 plus knots, so it was really doing my Sweden. But yeah, that's kind of it for the minute. We'll see you in a bit. We've lost Alba. Where's Alba gone? There she is! Oh, and there's Dixie! There's our Alba Bob! Oh! Oh! There she is! There she is! Hi! We found you! Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna lie right here. I wanna play Harry Potter again. Yeah. And then there's a Dixie. What's down there? Nothing. Good evening. You want to show you the progress of Alba with doing her toothpaste?
Hang on a minute, baby.
Oh, I want it out the tube.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Dixie's not as good as Alba quite yet, but...
No, I was just going to say that I hadn't even sat in the bed and Alba came up to me and was like...
Toothy fix?
I'm getting it, Mama. I'm getting it. Can you see my tooth coming?
Mm-hmm.
You should do it closer up to me. Yeah, right like this. Right like this.
I have no idea if I'm getting it.
I don't think so.
It was worth an effort. But yeah, she's so good at it now. So, that's our day really. Not really a lot going on. So went shopping because we've not been shopping in a few days. We took the girls out, which was really windy.
It was. We were doing the frisbee and oh my god.
It was like gliding,
Literally,
up, down, up,
like, and
down.
at one point I threw it in that direction and it went up, down, up, down, up, down, all the way over to the left.
Yeah. It was quite a challenge for how many doors we were going to knock on. Thankfully, there was none.
No, but we did pick up quite a few pieces of gravel.
We did. Oops. So yeah. Get Lauren's up. Not every day's a fun day. So.
On the outside, I in my white. I'm like that small white over there.
I was going to be going to the doctor's tomorrow about the chest pain, but when I woke up this morning, it is so much better. I still can't touch my ribs though. Like, the ribs that's hurting. I still can't do that. But like, now I can lean over. I mean, that's a little bit tender actually. I can go to about here and I'm not doing what it was like before, like, ah, and then having a jolt back. So, anything with real pressure on my ribs, that's when it's painful. So, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if my ribs are broke again, but
let me hold your arm.
there's nothing they can do for broken ribs, so.
Plus, what I remember once when we still lived with Mum and Dad, you went to the doctors because you had a lot of pain, and they booked you an X-ray because they thought you had broken ribs. By the time they actually managed to get you the X-ray,
It was like 6 weeks later.
It was like they basically said, "Well, we think that it might have been a small fracture, but it's healed."
Yeah.
And we're just
You
like,
could just see where there was a fracture within my ribs.
yeah,
and
like
it's just
a
like,
little line or something. But
unless you go to the emergency, like A&E place, which I wouldn't, because it didn't warrant going to A&E. I mean, if it was affecting my breathing, like really affecting it, then I would have gone. But I was persevering. I could still breathe. I was still getting through the day. So that's why we figured, well, we'll wait for the GP. But with the GP only working 2 days a week, we just never got into seeing her. But
and the problem with seeing like another GP that isn't our GP is the fact that they don't understand Charlie's health.
They'll either say, "Oh, you're too complex, we don't really want to touch you," or "We don't really want to give you any more medication to help with it because you're already on too much, like so much that we don't really want to add anything new in. So there's no point in going to a new GP." So yes, they're there 5 days a week, but unless it was a dire emergency, I would not see anybody else.
And the funny thing is, as well, the amount of times that you've been there to see another GP, and they've been like, "Well, why are you on all of this medication?
Yeah.
You don't need to be on this medication." And we're just like, "Hold the phone a minute." Consultants,
Yeah.
appointments, like years worth of consultations.
Or they just go, "Oh, we're not too happy with how you're presenting. We're just going to send you to hospital."
Yeah.
And then we get there and
hospital, and they're like, "Why are you here?"
yeah, they're like practically laughing, just like, "Well, you've been a lot worse." I'm like, "I know." So yeah, that's the reason why we don't go to any other GP. So we managed it here. Job done. So tomorrow is another rest day for us. And on that note, so I'm going to get my face away